Hi, in this video I wanted to show you a quick and easy way to set up your paper for formatting your block quotes in a long Microsoft Word document. This is in relationship to Microsoft 365 and 2019, and it will probably work for earlier versions of Microsoft as well. Now, specifically I wanted to show you block quotes, okay? And the block quote is the type of quote that you'll see that is set off in the middle of the paper, and it usually has a margin and it's indented. And in most style guides, they want you to decrease the line spacing for those block quotes, but not in the APA 7th. All right, let's just start this off now. There are two kinds of ways to format your block quotes according to the APA 7th style guide. You can either cite your source at the end of your paragraph or of your block quote, or you can leave your referencing of the authors of your block quote in the sentence or two before, just writing something like, according to these authors, they say the following. All right, and then you would have no author cited in that block quote because you've already, mentioned that you are referencing those authors' thoughts or their writing already. Okay, so let's just see what that looks like. I have this sentence here citing these authors, so-and-so, and the National Association for Literacy regarding the value of multimedia learning resources. The authors argue. Okay, so you would want to use a colon there and then put your cursor right in front of where you're going to create your text and just hit your enter key so it goes right down on the next line. Okay, now this is how they want you to format it. There's no period at the end of this. You're just leaving this sentence, it's seemingly like just hanging here with a semicolon. And then when you start your paragraph, your block quote, you're going to start that with a capital letter. So that's a little bit strange because if you had just left this in the regular sentence structure, you would not have the capital there. But because you are, creating a block quote, this is how you would format it, using this semicolon and then a capital on the first line of your quote. Now, before I go any further with this, I just want to show you one more thing. I should have showed you at the very beginning, but I've kind of forgotten here. With the APA style, you are going to use double spacing here. Open this panel right here with a drop down and go into Create a Style and hit this Modify button here and go to your Format Paragraph tab. Okay, now this is what you'll see when you're setting up your paper and you're creating a double-spaced paper. A lot of times the default for double spacing still gives you like an 8-point spacing between the last line of a paragraph and the start of the next one. All right, so you really have to check this because your paper is not truly double spaced in the way that APA wants if you have this 8-point header here, or this leader, right? And I've already corrected this in this paper, so when I opened it, it was at 0. But you need to check your paper to make sure that when you're using double in APA, that this spacing right here also says 0. Close it. Okay, so I've brought my my next line that's going to be part of the block quote down into this space of the paragraph here. And let me just show you where this is going to end. Let's just say it ends here. Okay, so I make that the next one, the next line. Okay, now for the block quote, you're going to highlight the whole thing, and it wants you to indent your paragraph 1/2 inch from the margin. So line up both of these tabs here so you just have this in the 1 inch. Okay, now this is that other line that was supposed to go on the next carriage down. Okay, that should not be indented. Writing style requires that, or would recommend that you don't have a block quote and then start a new paragraph. There should be another sentence before you start a new paragraph, even a sentence or two after a block quote, to end the paragraph that that block quote is contained in. That is a sign of good writing, and just something that you will come to recognize and understand the more you read at the college level and the more that you write at the college level. Like, there should be a concluding sentence or two about this block quote to wrap up that paragraph. It should just not go into another paragraph. So you should never, in college level writing, see something like this, okay, with the start of a new paragraph talking about something else. No, 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 okay? If you do that right away, the teacher knows that you are a weak writer, okay? All right, so anyway, now with this block quote, to remember that APA does not want you to condense the spacing. It says just leave it at double space. Okay, and it's 1 inch in, and that's about it for the block quote. So long as you have cited or referenced where that quote is coming from in the narrative text, in the line, just one before the block quote, you're all set. You don't need anything after that, okay? All right, now let's say that you are not going to reference the authors. Instead, you want to use, you just want to have the block quote and you'll reference the author at the end. Okay, the way that the APA guide wants you to do that is you can just start with a new sentence here. And, well, yeah, okay. Remember that you're not going to, that this is just an example, that you're not going to have no text after that, right? I'm just for the sake of making an example here, just going to add some more text so you don't ever get the idea that it's okay to end a paragraph with a block quote, okay? Because it's not. All right, so this will be your block quote here, and for this one, you're going to, again, you're going to just bring this in like a 1/2 inch like this, and line up these two tabs so it's they meet there on the half. It's supposed to be 0.5, okay? All right, now let's save this so that you can do this quickly and easily every time you do a block quote from now on. And it's easy, you just create a new paragraph style. So highlight this, and that way you'll have it forever, okay? Drop down your little arrow here on your paragraph styles window. You can expand this window a bit too. I'm not going to do it now because it'll go out of screen for my screencast, but anyway. And then do create a style, and you can write in here block quote APA style. And you want to do modify, just so you can check all of this stuff, okay? You should have a sans serif of 11. I like Calibri, black, and then drop your formatting tab down, paragraph. Again, check that your line spacing is double, and if you haven't already set this to 0, you might be in trouble, so you probably wanted to have done that in the beginning. But we've already done that. We've already set both of these spacing indications to 0. Okay, and your indentation is 0.5, and then you can just say, okay, left line. Good, okay. All right, now, let's say that you want to save this block quote formatting from one paper to the next. Like, you write a paper for this teacher, you're going to write another paper for another teacher, and the next time you open that Word document, you want to have this style there, right? So that you're not having to recreate it. How you can do that is you would need to go to your design tab. Okay, and then here's your bunch of designs here, like come with the program, whatever. You want to add one of the styles permanently to this bar here. So you're going to drop this down, and you're going to write save as new style set. And then you can just say in here, this is the one with the APA quote styles. All right, save. Okay, let's go back to our regular view here. Now, the next time that you open a Word document, like, let's just show you here. The next time you open this a new document and it's blank like this, and you want to use, if you open the style guide, you don't see that block quote, right? Well, you can specify that you want those ABA styles by going back to your design and dropping down this window and look in your, you'll see these partitionings here. Just look in this section that says custom. It's in the middle, and hover over them. Oh, there it is, and it says APA quote styles. That's the one we just created. Select that and go to your home tab. And now you see that entire panel of style guides that you used in your last document is saved right there. Okay, so that's how you can save your paragraph styles from one document to the next. I'm just going to close this. Okay. All right, and this, I want to just give you one more tip about good writing and how your professor will know right away if you are a good writer or not. Looking at this, the shape of this document, sort of, I get the idea that this paragraph is one size, this is a good size quote in here, and this is pretty good size here. There's at least 2 more sentences after the cite. That's just shows right away that you have an instinctual understanding of how to write a paper and how to support ideas and what a title sentence is and how you need to develop it. You develop it, that title sentence, which is the main idea of your paragraph and also sort of your paper, that you're going to be able to support it and that you're going to show or tell how you support your ideas. Right? And they're going to know, oh, look, you're already citing some people right here in your first paragraph. That tells the professor that you know to cite ideas and to build support and to stay focused, and that you're going to maintain this consistency throughout the course of your paper. Now, as a writing teacher myself, I received many papers from freshman level or sophomore level writers, and I would open it up and I would see this. You don't want this, okay? You don't want to have an opening paragraph. You don't want to have any paragraph in your paper that is 1 sentence long or even 2. It's a big indication to the professor right away that you're not connecting your thoughts and you're not developing your thoughts or supporting them in the paper. And God forbid if you ever send a resume to somebody and a cover letter for some sort of job where you're going to have to be writing, all right, and that person who's hiring you looks at that resume and they see this, you can forget it. Because they're going to know right away that you're not developed in your writing and that they'll have to rewrite everything for you. So, I mean, it's not talking about content or sentence structure or anything. It's just an indication that you understand what a paragraph is, that it expresses a complete thought, that it has support in it, that there's authority in it, that ideas are going to be put across and they're going to be supported. If you have this, that means, uh-oh, I don't know what this is. This might be some kind of idea. I don't know how it's connected to the next set of ideas that I have, and I'm disorganized in that way. And probably that's because I haven't done a lot of reading in my life, and I haven't noticed things like that in other people's writing, and I don't notice it in my own, and I don't see anything wrong with it. That's sort of what you tell the teacher. Okay, so it's just a simple thing to show the teacher that you are a developed writer. Okay, and so that's my tip for you today. I hope that you found this somewhat helpful and not too preachy. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Bye.